Welcome back to Vinny's Aquatics. I hope everybody's doing well today. Now, something happened to me in the fish room to make me want to ask you guys a question. And here we go. Are you guys afraid of your fish? Yeah, are you afraid of your fish? Now, I don't mean are you worried about your fish? Like, are you afraid your fish is going to get sick? Are you afraid you're going to have a malfunction? Are you afraid they're not eating? All those things we worry about our fish. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, are you afraid of your fish? Do you have certain fish in your aquariums that actually scare you? Do you know what I mean? Warning, beware the fish. Come on, do you guys got any fish that you're afraid of? I'll explain. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, and share this video with your friends. So I got the gloves for the aquarium. As a matter of fact, I recommend everybody get a pair of these gloves. You can order them online. You can get them at your local fish store. Especially if you're a guy like me or somebody that works with your hands or just anything. You never know what kind of contaminants, soaps or grease or chemicals you're going to have on your hands. It just makes it so much easier, especially when you have a tall tank and you got to reach down into the bottom. The only problem with these is if you reach in a little too far, the glove fills up with water. So then you end up having a glove filled with water. But other than that, I highly recommend getting a pair of these. Considering the days we're living in, I might as well just get a freaking hazmat suit. We might as well get one of these, you know? I mean, they're pretty stylish. You could probably rock one of these out on the town. But that's neither here nor there. Alright, so all of us in the hobby, we all have aggressive fish. I'm pretty sure we do. Even community fish tanks, you have aggressive fish. Now my question to you guys is, do you ever get just startled or scared or afraid of one of your fish? Like, there's certain fish that I don't want to put my hand in my tank without wearing a glove because they're going to come and get me. Now, the first thing that happens to scare me is, as you know, I have my fish room in my basement, which is also where I sleep, is when these fish like to hit the top of the tank. I'll be laying in bed, I'll be getting dressed in the morning, and all of a sudden, say the arowana, usually it's an arowana, will slam the top of the tank. I put weights on top of the tank so they can't get out. I had that happen once. I learned my lesson. Always put something heavy on the top of your tanks if you have jumpers. But the fish will scare the living crap out of me because I'm not expecting it, especially when I'm dead asleep. And Buster, he just looks at me. Buster's the dog. He just looks at me like that. It's the fish. Don't worry about it, all right? So I'm sitting there half dressed, first thing in the morning, striking a kung fu pose because the fish just slammed into the top of the tank. Sometimes it sounds like something fell upstairs and I'm the only one home because the kids are at school. and it just scares the living crap out of me. Now, the second way that the fish scare me, and I know I'm a grown man, allegedly. Some people will differ with that, but I'm trying to be a grown man, and there's some fish that scare my grown man ass quite a bit. One of them is my dove eye that I have at work. Another one is the arowana, the big arowana that just got attacked by the gourami, but he's on the road to recovery. He's almost 100% better already. He scares me. And the other fish that scares me is my star-spangled puffer. Now, what I mean by scares me is you ever go, you're working on your tanks and you got to change your sponge filter, you got to reach down into the tank. You're not really paying attention to the fish. You're doing what you're doing in the tank. And then all of a sudden, something will come up and just pop you, just strike you right on the arm or just bump into you. And you know it can't do anything to you in your head, but for some reason you jump like a little school child, like this guy right off the boat. You just jumped right off the boat. So anyway, you just jump like a little school child. I mean, there was one time about 2 years ago where I'm on top of the little step, the little step stools we use to get into our tanks. I'm reaching down in the tank, and this fish just comes up. I think it was a jaguar. Yeah, I think it was actually a jaguar cichlid. It comes up, and I got the bucket, a 5-gallon bucket in one hand, and I got my net in the other hand, and he just bangs into my arm so hard that it scared the living heck out of me. I end up dropping the bucket on the floor. I got like 3 gallons of water pouring all over the place. I dropped the net inside of the thing. I screamed like a little child. Ah! It just was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Look, here's a perfect example of a fish with an attitude. Look at it. Look at it. If you're not expecting it, and it just comes up and starts doing this to you, it's going to make you jump. At least it does to me. I don't know. Is it just me? Let me know in the comments down below. Especially you people with your monster fish, your giant tanks, your giant fish. Let me know. All of you people, and with your small fish. Are you scared of your fish? Do they startle you sometimes and scare you? I'm very curious to find out. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a good time. Let me know if your fish ever scare you. Leave a comment down below. I'll see you next time on Vinny's Aquatics.